Okay, well, let's move on. That was Godrej Agrovet, but it's been a good year for Blue Star as well. The stock has moved nearly 70% from the start of 2017, so it officially comes under the Star of 2017 category. The company has now moved into the lean season during the winters, so it's a good time to touch base with the management to find out the likely trends for 2018. V. Thiagarajan, the joint MD of Blue Star, joins in now to talk about that. Mr. Thiagarajan, good morning and greetings of the season to you. I don't want to talk about the traditional business right now, more about the new products that are gaining steam. I mean, it's unfortunate, but because of the pollution situation, you're seeing this air purifier business see a remarkable growth over the last, say, 2 to 3 months for the industry as a whole. And you guys are planning to make some investments there as well. What kind of growth do you see here over the next 2 years?
Good morning, season's greetings. It is a pleasure to talk to your channel. Air purifiers during these months generally do well. It's a small base, so it might have grown 8 times over the previous year. That's not relevant actually, for the simple reason the total market size will be around 200 crores. In a large business house like ours, we will stay put there, we will continue to grow, but our ultimate aim is to integrate air purifiers with air conditioners. That's what should eventually happen, because most of the users of air purifiers are air conditioner owners, and floor space you need to save. And that is where we are working on. And also the price levels have to be brought down to, say, around 10,000 rupees or so. 15,000 rupee plus kind of a product, I don't think it will open up the market. But on the whole, air purifier is not the thing that we would be so much worried about. Our investment will be in research and development for integrating it, and mostly for the commercial spaces. Most of the time you spend in the office or the workplace or a restaurant or a cinema theater, so how to get the air quality levels up there, that is where the research and development efforts are going at this point in time.
Thiagarajan, good morning. I just have a technical question. Now that the energy norms will come in place from January and the old ratings will be sort of useless, is there a way to sort of treat the inventory? Would there be a bit of a discount sale, or do you have a mechanism in place right now to adjust to this?
Thank you for this question. We have almost exhausted all the old products. Actually, there was a trial or a voluntary labeling program that was available ahead of this change. So most of the manufacturers have launched their new products one after the other, and I think in our case we do not have a problem, because we are stocking out of the old models completely. So it is not an issue at all. The real issue will be when the energy label change takes place, how the pricing is going to be. Remember, this particular energy label change is a 2-step ahead, and therefore the current 5-star will become a 3-star product. I don't think at the current 5-star prices you will be able to position that product as a 3-star. So the price adjustments will take place. The new 4-star, new 5-star, how they are going to be priced. And the real game in the market will be in the month of January or February, how to adjust the prices and get the volumes. This is going to be a crucial period, actually.
Okay. Mr. Thiagarajan, good morning. Therefore, how would you estimate the next 6 months? I mean, there are some disruptions in terms of the older products. As well, your R&D expenses to improve the value add from your air conditioners by making them air purifiers as well. How do you expect to do in terms of revenues and, more important, margins, since the R&D expense has to be factored in?
I'm not oversimplifying. The analogy is that you don't ask Virat Kohli, how are you going to face the first ball of the next match or so. It is difficult. At the same time, I think he is well equipped. So I'm just taking this opportunity to reflect back on the on 2017 from the beginning. So we were coming out of the demonetization. There was a GST, and there was a summer season, and we thought the GST changeover month will be the issue. Unfortunately, in the month of May, massive discounting started by the retailers. Then we passed that particular phase. Then GST, there were some hiccups, and the commodity prices were completely out of control throughout the year. And towards the end, the market was about to revive. Then the elections, and I think 2018 is going to be one of the election years again. And US elections, Brexit.
No,
and
Mr. Thiagarajan,
Mr.
I'm not questioning your ability to survive at all. You will face the new ball, and you will perhaps face several overs. That's not what I'm disputing. I'm just asking you to estimate the number of runs you can score. What may be the kind of revenue and margins you can look at? I know it's premature, but nevertheless, if you have a sense.
You have to have a sense for the simple reason the supply chain is full in terms of components, in terms of the, when you run 150 SKUs, everything has been estimated. I think we will grow definitely by around 15% if you are taking a next 6 months. It can be stretched to anywhere between 20 to 25, but I don't think, my own personal estimate is 25% growth and all are very unlikely. 15 is the one which we will go in for definitely. Can be stretched to definitely. Can be stretched to 20 if the summer season goes on well. But I must tell you that we are very optimistic at this particular point of our time.
Okay. Well, we heard from some of the other people who supply to building product space that the real estate space hasn't really picked up. What has been your experience?
It has not picked up to the extent we would have loved it to be, but I think Q2 was reasonably good. Q3 is going on well. I think we will end the year on a reasonably good note, in the sense that we wanted to show something like 15 to 20% growth. I think it will be 10 to 15% growth at least for FY18.
Okay, Mr. Thiagarajan, we'll let you go on that note. Thanks so much for joining us. That's Blue Star. They're optimistic for the new year. The market